Welcome to episode 0 of the Everything Delivery podcast. In this podcast, we'll discuss anything and everything that helps deliver value to clients while maintaining a healthy and happy organization. This episode of Everything Delivery is sponsored by Nearform. Nearform has over 10 years experience in remote delivery, empowering clients to succeed in a digital world through application modernization, data, design, DevOps, and product. You can find out more at nearform.com. My name's Dan Close, and I'm here with my co-host Luca Lanziani. Luca, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Luca, based in Italy, father of 2 daughters and a pastas developer. I went through different paradigms from Pascal to Erlang to JavaScript, Python, and whatnot. And then in the past 6 to 7 years, I turned my interest to DevOps, SRE, and platform engineering. I've seen that there are a lot of problems yet to solve in this space, and that's why I'm now 100% focusing on that. But how about you, Dan?
Cool. So I've been doing data for the last 15 or so years. I started off as a biologist. Like you, I've moved through multiple languages, so Perl, Java, Clojure, Scala, Python currently, lots of SQL as well. And I generally shuffle data around is my day-to-day.
Okay, you say you shuffle data. What is data?
So we'll get into this in another episode in depth, but for the moment, I think we can just address data as anything that is the movement and manipulation and management of data. So this is processing, storing, designing schemas, etc. As I say, we'll get into that in another episode. Now, DevOps, which is your baby, how do you feel about DevOps? What does it mean to you?
Okay, so there is a lot of contentions around DevOps right now in the industry. I don't know if you heard that, but DevOps apparently is dead. But what DevOps is for me is whatever is going to help you increase software delivery velocity. So basically, whatever helps you in your pipeline. And when I talk about pipeline, I'm not talking about the CI/CD pipelines. I'm talking about your software delivery pipelines from start to end. But of course, as you say, right, we're probably going to go deep on DevOps platform and SRE in one of the future episodes of this podcast. But so are we saying that we're just going to talk about data and DevOps?
Well, everything is data, so perhaps we should, but I want to be serious for a moment. Right, so we know that the space that we work in is kind of made up of 2 components. The first is the tools and tech that I'm sure we all know and love. And the second part is people, arguably the harder part of the business. So we'll be talking about both sides of this. And then as we go, as new and exciting things pop up, things like ChatGPT, we'll pull people in that we know from inside our kind of spheres of influence, who know more about these things than us and who can contribute to where things are going well, where things are perhaps not going so well. So then, we've called this Everything Delivery, and we're going to talk about people and tech. Why is it called Everything Delivery?
Oh, that's the easy part, right? The domain was free. It was there. It was it was us to take. Now, jokes aside, right? As we said on the start, everything delivery, because we want to talk about everything that helps you deliver value. So it's about delivering value to your clients. That's what it is about, and it is everything that helps you, and not just software. That's why everything delivery, because we still think that software is the main part of our job, and to be fair, is a big part of it. But we're also going to talk about design. We're going to talk about product, because there is way more than software that is going to help you deliver that value. But of course, again, there was domain, there was the social media, and about social media, where can people find us?
Cool. So the domain itself is everything.delivery. So you can find episodes posted there as well as an RSS feed. You can also find us in video form on YouTube. So youtube.com/@everythingdelivery. And I'd caution everyone to use that as opposed to free text searching. Otherwise, you'll find out about different kinds of delivery. In terms of regular podcasts, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any other podcasting platform that we can post to. Individually, you can find us all on social media platforms. And that's it really.
So what are we going to talk about next?
Cool. So we'll go longer in the next episode into observability, which is something that we both have a perspective on, right? So we've got the DevOps side of things, very much around properly collecting metrics, and then we have the data side, which is how we go about collecting and storing this information.
So you mentioned observability. Is it just about monitoring?
No, so it's not just not just monitoring, right? So you've got the whole logging, alerting piece as well, right? So metrics collection, the entire from day one through to your longer running processes about how you do observability and how you use it to drive business value. So telling this story, right? That's the fundamental part, is delivering value.
Great. So I suppose we covered everything for today. We presented ourselves, the podcast, where people can find us and what's next. Anything else we want to add?
I think that's good for the intro.
Yeah,
more details to come.
Thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.